Greetings, YouTube. Happy April Fool's Day. We've got a lot to discuss on this channel as I continue to implore with you to hoard your glory. No April Fool's joke about that. You really should hoard your glory, given that every single progression level is going to get added benefits for the same cost as it would right now in the Glory Store very soon. But it is the month of April. And that is why we have both something to celebrate with the Halls of Healing, which is reopening the Halls of Healing for a special 48-hour event. That is amazing and deserves notoriety. I'm sure somebody will skip this, and then I'll get a message that'll say, "Prof, why didn't you talk about the Halls of Healing coming back?" Well, I didn't think it needed its own video. I just thought I would touch on it at the beginning of the offer grade video and save you some time. Hopefully that is appreciated, even though content is king on YouTube. All right, speaking of content, we are going to start, with a $15 Premium Hero Crystal Daily Card. $15, the price of what for newer players 1.5 4-star should be as a minimum. And then the Contender Daily Card Selector. Choose between one Tier 3 class Catalyst Crystal. Yuck. 1,000 4-star shards. And then one Ultimate. Are you serious? Is this April Fool's? People are going to do the math and they're going to say, well, you get 30 premiums. Yeah, but it's mostly 2 stars for $15. This is an example of something that should be at max $10. At least you get 200,000 worth of gold, or $20 worth of gold for 200,000, I should say. What a weird offer. If this had a guaranteed 4-star attached with it, I'd say fine. It's like an average offer for new players. But because there's no 4-star in it, and you're basically saying you can get half a 4-star or a 20% shot at a 4-star with the Ultimate Disappointment Crystal, it's just overpriced. It's trying to really price gouge newer players, and I am never about that. This is April Fool's for those new players. I'm going to say April Fool's Day came to these players F value for $15. Just save your money and then eventually subscribe to Black ISO Store. Keep in mind, this is 3 months. 3 months, a fourth of a year worth of the unit daily card. Much better value for your money, beginning players watching this. We're jumping straight from $15 to $50. And you might say to yourself, well, Grandmasters, I mean, that's pretty exciting. You're going to get just basically 3 and 4 stars and mostly 3 stars. I would say 95 out of the last 100 Grandmasters have opened have been 3 stars, and then the remaining 5 have been 4 stars. Now, the Conqueror Daily Card, choose between 2 Tier 4 class Catalyst Crystals. Those should be selectors for that price. Okay, let's go back to it. Half of a 5-star Hero Crystal. I mean, that's decent. Or 10 5-star Signature Stone Crystals. All right, if you're going to buy this, the 5,000 5-star shards is way better of a value than the 2 Tier 4 class Catalyst Crystals or the 10 5-star Signature Stone Crystals. They're not even Signature Stones. They're not even generics. 2 Legendary Crystals. Just imagine, because of course Legendary Crystals have a 20% shot at a 5-star. Just imagine if those were 5-star crystals. How much more would you sell? Would you really break the game to give that to uncollected players? I don't think so. This is that example I sometimes use where if you want to look better at the bar, you bring your friend and you make them look as ugly as possible. And so you might be like a 5 or 6 out of 10, but compared to Quasimodo over here, you're like a 12. Well, this Grandmaster Daily Card compared to the Premium Hero Daily Card looks pretty amazing. And if you do the unit value, you might be able to convince yourself that you're saving units. But how many of you watching this that are uncollected would just blow a bunch of units on regular Grandmaster crystals anyway? I don't think you would. This had so much potential, but I think it's a $30 offer. I think if it's $30, I rate it like a C plus B minus, but for $50, it's another F. It's another April Fool's on those uncollected players. All right, Cavalier Crystal Daily Card, same price as the Grandmaster Daily Card, so at least they didn't go up for that. 30 Cavalier Crystals per day. The beauty of those, of course, is that you do get a 6-star Nexus Hero Crystal and a 5-star Nexus Hero Crystal as a chance to happen. And you know plenty of people buying this will get those and will send them to me by the end of the month. It's also worth noting that the 5-star Hero Crystal drop rates are 12.8%, which are better than what they used to be for these crystals. And a 6-star Hero is 2.4%, which is also better than usual. Let me compare that to the featured drop rates of today's. Is that accurate? Look at this. 1.5% drop rate for a 6-star in the featured Cav. This claims to have a 2.4% drop rate for a 6-star. We've never seen that before. That would be a pretty significant buff to 6-stars in these crystals. All right, now here's the big question. What's this thing going to be? 11,000 Tier 5 basic Callus fragments, hard pass. And then 2,500 6-star Hero Crystal shards. Okay, so 1/4 of a 6-star. Or 5 6-star signature stone crystals. If those were generics and not crystals, I would be rating this higher because that is guaranteed value. 2 tier 2 alpha is fine, but how many of you actually watching this need tier 2 alpha as much as say 6-star signature stones? Probably not many. And then $50 worth of gold. By the way, you uncollected members also get trounced with a bad deal on the gold. Okay, so I will say this. If these drop rates are accurate, the regular Cavalier crystal drop rates have been buffed. Let's compare this to what it says right now in the game. Okay, 2.4% for a 6-star, 12.8 for a 5-star. Let's just go in and check, huh? No time like the present. Yeah, that's beautiful. Did I just miss that update? Oh, yes, I did. There's so much to talk about in this video. Every exciting month in the contest, new champions find them on the battle room. I want to make sure that those who become Cavalier. So starting today, generic Cavalier crystals will now have upgraded drop rates for 5 and 6-star champions. These crystals are now tripling their previous chances to acquire a 6-star champion. I wish they would have tripled the 5-star as well. Starting on April 8th, any new featured Cavalier crystals will have tripled upgrade drop rates for both 5 and 6-star featured champions. Okay, that's pretty amazing too, but if it's just the featured champions, not regular champions, we'll see. Keep in mind that the upgrade to these featured hero crystals will not affect the crystals already in your inventory or stash, only the newly acquired. God, there's so much to talk about. So, with these new drop rates, I do think it's ironic that they have the new drop rates on these, but they still haven't changed the featured ones. So you actually have a better shot to get a 6-star right now out of the regular Cav than you do the featured. Hopefully that'll change and be upgraded soon. But, I mean, I get the appeal. I totally get the appeal. I'm not going to give it an A because these 6-star signature stones should still be generics. But, and I still think if you're going to get tier 5 basic Callus fragments, just give them 15,000. Just give them 1/3 of a tier 5 basic. The best value for this by far, though, even though it is still a huge gamble, is the 2,500 6-star hero crystal shards. That's what I would encourage most people to choose because you can get really easy rank up choices. If you're Cavalier, our Glory Store, which is already incredible, is about to get buffed again. Everybody's is. And if you become Thronebreaker, obviously, it's even better. So I'm going to give this a B. You know, with the Cavalier Crystal improved drop rates, I used to give this offer like a C, but I'm going to give it a B. It's much improved. But it's still a gamble. Most people who open these are still, you have a 50% shot at a 3-star. I hate that 3-star champions are in these crystals. I think they should get rid of it. That's one of the things that I would pray to Mr. Dork Lessons to change now that he works for Kabam is just get 3-stars out of Cavalier crystals. There's just no reason for them. There's no use. They're just wastes. For $10 a piece, come on, do better. Especially because you can't even bring 4-stars into Act 6 and beyond. All right, YouTube. Well, I've done 3 different videos worth of content essentially in one and kept it under 10 minutes. A B, an F, and an F. April Fools was definitely the case for 2 out of 3 of these, but now we can say confidently that the Cavalier Crystal Daily Card at least is worth your money. If you're complaining that yours isn't as good, you know, Kabam needs you to have motivation to progress, and today is a good example of a much better offer for the same amount of money as you Grandmaster Daily Card players if you can push yourself to become Cavalier eventually. What are your thoughts on these? Please comment below.